I'm trying to look beat, but everyday type of makeup. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Alicia, but I go by Lee. Either one works for me, and quite a few of you guys have been commenting on my makeup lately, so I'm going to share my full kind of like current makeup routine. It's not a lot. I do a little bit, but I don't do a whole lot, and it's primarily because number one, I got my skin together. Look at my skin. Look at my skin. It has been a journey for me. Y'all already know, if you've been following me for a minute, then you know I struggled with acne, scarring, hyperpigmentation, literally all of the things, but I've gotten my skin together, especially over the past like year or so. And so I'm gonna say like that is really the perfect base for a makeup routine. Another thing, especially if you are melanated, is sunscreen. I wear sunscreen every single day. What it basically does is it doesn't reverse the effects of my skincare products, and I wear sunscreen on a daily basis. I do not care if I am inside or not. Right now I'm currently using the Everyday Humans one, the Resting Beach Face, and this one works well. I have it on my skin now. It doesn't do like that weird cast. Another good one is going to be Black Girl Sunscreen, and I've also used one other one that I thought was really good. Oh, K-Skin. K-Skin has a really good one, but I really like to use that one in the summertime because it has like gold sparkles, kind of like reflex in it. It just looks really good, like really good, especially if you're not going to wear makeup. Let's get into the makeup. I do use quite a few primers. Sometimes I use the Halo Smash by Plumping Dew Hyaluronic Acid. This is actually a moisturizer. I like to use it as a primer because of the reflex in it also. Boom. And then my Yummy Skin by Danessa Myricks. I always end up packing these and then they come up missing. And this one is more of a serum. So now you can kind of see like the glow that it gives to the skin. And now because I have texture and I kind of like to smooth some of that out a bit, I also use the Yummy Skin in Universal as a primer. I use the foundation now. Look at this. It's almost empty. I use the foundation too, but that's not going to be the one that we use today. The foundation, the one that has pigment, is really good, especially for like on the go. You know, like you want a little quick beat. That one is great. And you also see how that kind of mattified the skin, but I still have like this pretty glow and it's smooth. I love it here. And then the last primer that I use is the Milk Hydro Grip. Now I like to use this under liquid foundation just because of that like tackiness that makes it just really sticky. I feel like it helps extremely well with the longevity of your makeup. I use that as my final like primer. I do a lot of skin prep now, and I didn't really used to, but I find that the more skin prep that I do, the less makeup that I have to wear, and it lasts a really long time. So I've joined the fan club, okay? I bought the Makeup by Mario foundation literally like the week that it came out. I was able to get a perfect color match, so I am color 24 in, and this is the foundation that I've been using literally every single day. If I don't use this, then I do go ahead and go in with the Yummy Skin in number 9, but definitely top 2 for right now. And with this foundation, I don't even really use a pump. It kind of reminds me of Maybelline's Dream and Mousse, if y'all remember that. I used to wear that in like early college days, and I loved that foundation. Now in terms of brushes, y'all gonna be mad at me because I literally just grab whatever is available. I do not care. When the skin is prepped properly, I kind of feel like, I mean, I'll say that the tools matter, but I don't think that they're the most important things because I can get the same kind of coverage or effect with my fingers. So I've scaled back on a lot of like brushes and tools and stuff like that. This one is the Morphe Ariel collection. I really love Sephora collection brushes, but they're all dirty right now. But this is the one I also like to use. Look at how dirty it is. This Sephora 47 brush. I typically will use this one, but it's so dirty that it's like stiff. We're gonna watch that. Now for concealer, I'll say I have two that are probably like on my top two. Best Skin Ever by Sephora. I love this one. It's affordable. It comes in a ton of different shades. And I also really like this Hourglass one. I did a partnership with them last year and I was like, this is really good. I only dip it one time because less is more. It's really just like less is enough. And look at how far the product goes. You can already see that there's about to be a transformation. This color is 33.5Y. I'm trying to look beat, but everyday type of makeup. I'm gonna use a sponge. These sponges are by DSMD. It's a black-owned business. I've been using these sponges for years. I highly recommend them. Hopefully she's still in business. When I first bought these, I bought like 10 of them after I used them because I was like, yeah, these are really good. So I've literally just been opening them over the years, but now I'm down to like 4. So maybe it's time for me to re-up. I'm gonna bring my mole back too. I don't know, I've been liking showing off my moles. I have one here, a really big one, and one here, but I'll bring it back. My sister-in-law was telling me how pretty they are one time, and she was like, I never even noticed that you had them. And it's just because I cover them up. And I don't know why, but we're bringing them back. Now, sometimes, for me, I like to get my makeup done in like 20 minutes. But if I didn't mind waiting, I guess you could say I would use a brush for my concealer. But again, I'm just like, I like my life easy, soft life. I don't want to sit here and blend all day. Even though I enjoy doing this, again, this is just like when I'm ready to go. And then once I think that it looks pretty good, which I do, I'm gonna set it. Now for my powders, I use 2 powders. When I'm on the go or when I'm traveling, I will use my Danessa Myricks powders because they're in this small jar. I think these are called Evolution powders, yeah. When I'm home, if I'm not really worried, I have been using these Laura Mercier, but they're like the blurring powders, and I have 2 colors, but they haven't come out in travel sizes yet. Medium deep, and I have it in honey. But I'm not gonna travel with nothing this big. This is just too much. And the secret is out. These powder puffs from Amazon are really a vibe. I'm trying to tell you, they really do take your makeup up to the next level. So I pat some powder on here and then I kind of blot off the excess on the back of my hands because you really don't need a lot. And then I set wherever and see how much powder that is. It doesn't even matter how messily you apply this. This is gonna stay, it's gonna look amazing, and you'll be good to go. This also, blotting it helps you kind of like evenly disperse the powder too on the sponge so that you get a more even press. And I'm just gonna place this everywhere that I highlighted. See how we already coming together? I've been doing my makeup for 12 minutes now, so I'll say 25 minutes. It's really only because I'm talking. I could do this in 20 minutes. Okay, for the bronzer, because this is what I do next. I bronze, and I'm using Charlotte Tilbury. This is my girl. This is the best bronzer on the market, and I'm going to use this Sephora Pro Brush in 50. Over the holidays, they came out with a set where you could get the small one and the big one. I travel with the small one, the little mini, like this. And then I keep the big one on deck. Of course, I do here. Bring that down, you can already see it. And I do at the bottom on my jawline. And I got my ears pierced. I got a 3rd hole. So if you saw my vlog, my South by Southwest vlog, you already know. Then I go here. This is like the socket of my eye, but I bring that back. Then I go in the top socket of my eye, and I do bring it down the sides of my nose, and I don't really worry about it because I can always clean it up, kind of like touch it up later. And then I go around my nose, kind of give me like that little button nose effect. A little bit here because I don't have a large chin, so I don't mind kind of like chiseling it out. And if I want, I'll do like a little bit on the forehead, but my forehead is little, so yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna marry all of this together because right now it's very like contrasty, and that's when I use the other Laura Mercier powder in medium deep. And I still use the same powder puff and the same method. So I just tap off the excess. I will go ahead and chisel out my cheeks and set this area, and then I kind of just set around it and marries it together basically. And honestly, you could put on some mascara and go. You could stop here. I've done it so many times before, and I think that it looks really pretty. I'm gonna continue to go. Now, Danessa Myricks also has new blushes, and these, I love them. These, the Yummy Skin ones, they give you like dewiness. So I'm gonna use these today, and I'm not gonna do any eye makeup because this is just like an everyday routine. But if I were gonna do eye makeup, then I would stick to a matte blush, and I would just go in with my Juvia's Place Volume 5, and it's basically two pinks, a hot pink and a really light pink, and this one is really pretty. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in with one of these Yummy Skin ones. Let's do a hot pink because pink has been looking, and this one is in Prima Donna. These are pigmented, so you know, just be careful, be mindful. They are pretty easy to blend out, so I wouldn't really worry if you add too much like I just did, and I barely tap that, but I'm gonna blend it. And it's like they go on like creamy almost, but they end up almost turning into a powder, so you don't have to like reset them. You see how it just kind of toned down? It doesn't, now in comparison to how it looked a second ago, but once you blend it out, you can shear it down basically. And I bring it over my nose. So yeah. Next up is highlighter. Now, Danessa Myricks again, because in my world, Danessa can do no wrong. She also launched these highlighters, or they're called Vision Flush Glow. And I used to use Vision Flush so much as a blush, and then she came out with these blushes, and I'm just like, and they come in a ton of different colors. I want to say there's like 6 or 7 colors. I have them everywhere. Honestly, every one that I've tried looks really good on my skin, so it's just like whatever. Let's go bold today and use this one in Femme. It's almost like iridescent, it looks like. I'm sure it's probably gonna pull like more pink, even though it looks white. Yeah, it's definitely pulling pink, and we're gonna blend that out with the same brush. Look at that. So I guess we're channeling the Barbs today, but it's giving Barb. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. And it looks wet on the skin almost, so I love that. Setting spray. This spray right here is like a gem. It needs to really be cherished in the beauty community. And it is the Claudalie Beauty Elixir. This is like my 5th bottle. I keep it in the regular and in the mini. Don't play with me about this stuff. This one's legit almost empty. She's that girl. You can use this with or without makeup. You can use it to refresh the face. You can use it to set the face. You can use it as part of a primer. What I feel like it does for me is it like shrinks the pores, and it sets, but it also feels very like hydrating and refreshing. It gives me like a velvet matte look. My skin looks soft when I use it. Because it's almost empty, oh my gosh, it's spraying choppy. So I'm getting like big bursts, but I don't care because I'm gonna use it until it runs out. I'll show you guys my mascara combo because so many people ask about that too. I no longer go get my lashes done, and I no longer wear lashes. For the brows, 2 products. I'm gonna use a brow pencil. This is the one from Juvia's Place, and it is the Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Pencil in Zork Brown. My brows are pretty full. I wish that they were thicker. They were microbladed, but that was like, I don't know, it's been like 4 or 5 years. I also do use a brow serum from Grande Lash. I use a lash serum too from Grande Lash. Both of them actually do help. So after I just kind of like loosely fill them in, it does not have to be perfect. I use the Refi Brow Sculpt, and it's like a wax. It turns out white, but it's gonna dry down clear. And I just set where I want my brows to flow, like in what direction, because I like bushy brows. I like kind of like messier, untamed brows, natural looking brows. That's what I like. So I want it to look like I did nothing to my brows. And I do need my brows like cleaned up right now, but I like to always go a little longer because they get bushier and fuller, so that when I do get them cleaned up, they don't look thin. And I only get them threaded. That's it. I don't play around with no wax. And I'm gonna take my bronzer and just any kind of like fluffy brush, and I'm gonna bring back that little, I don't know, I like to bronze right here and kind of like shape out my nose. I'm kind of tempted to do an eye look because I really did want to show you guys my classic eye look, or the eye look that I've been doing lately. It's like a one product eye look. Another Danessa Myricks products. It is the Color Fix Glaze, and it is in the color Espresso. I think I told y'all the color was Truffle on Instagram. That's a lie. The color is Espresso. Only need a little bit. They're super pigmented, but the thing about the glaze products is that they dry down like wet looking, and I like that. But yeah, I just take a little bit, tap it on my finger, tap it on my lid, and it's gonna go on glossy like lip gloss. It doesn't move, it doesn't crease, it doesn't change its luminosity, none of that. It's just like however you apply it, that's how it stays. And then what I'll do is I'll take the same brush and I'll just blend out the edges really quickly. We coming together. For my lash combo of a lifetime, Dior Show Maximizer 3D. This basically adds fibers to your lashes. It's gonna make them thicker, make them appear longer. It is gonna go on your lashes white. So it's basically like a lash primer. So I always go back and forth first to coat my lashes. Let me zoom in for y'all on this. Yeah. Now my friend Ashley wears her natural lashes, and she actually showed me her technique because her lashes is always bomb. But I just kind of tweaked it because her technique takes too long. I mean, I think it's worth it. She does about 7 layers of mascara, but I tried to shorten it. But it works so amazingly. So I just kind of tweaked it to make it faster for me. My lashes definitely are the longest part of my face routine. I love looking like myself. So now I'm gonna go in with the Gucci mascara. This mascara is so good. And I do the same technique for the first layer of mascara. I go back and forth and kind of just like coat the lashes first, and then I pull them through. Now sometimes I only use this mascara and I'll just do like 4 layers of it, because the ones on other mascaras sometimes give different looks. These are the only 2 that I really need. That's just one coat. See what I mean? Go from root to tip, especially on those first couple of layers. I like to look down because then I can see where I'm combing through. And when I go to the bottom lashes, I like to bring it upwards. This Dior mascara is another good one. Charlotte Tilbury has another good one. Honestly, like, mix it up. You can do whatever you want. But I'm gonna do like 4 layers of mascara. This mascara is not great for the bottom lashes because this wand is so big. So be careful, be patient. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for a second before I do another layer, because now I'm on layer 3, and we'll do my lips. I'm just gonna do like a pink nude lip because it's more of like an everyday type of thing versus my red. One of my current favorite brown affordable liners is from the Lip Bar, and it is called Straight Living. The Lip Bar just overall makes amazing products. Now I do overline my lips, so I'm gonna show you guys how I line my lips. I typically focus on the creases a lot, And at the bottom, I go slightly overline, but only underneath my lip. So I have like a little shadow underneath it. And then I kind of do the same thing at the top. See, so I only go slightly over just like the Cupid's bow area. And then I stick with the natural line of the rest of my lips. All right, see, you see what that did? It's like a pout. Okay, Gucci lipstick, y'all. I be tearing my lipsticks up. I don't know why I'm so rough, but it is what it is. But this is 201, the Painted Veil. This is the Gucci matte lipstick, and it's just like a nude pink. A little bit of lipstick, you do not need a lot. Oh my gosh, it's actually so perfect. I blend the edges just like that, and you can do gloss, you cannot do gloss, whatever the case may be. It's your world. I just live in it. And then one more coat of mascara, and I'm gonna zoom back out because we might be done. And then now I can bring back my moles. You can see it just ever so slightly kind of peeking through, but let's go ahead and bring them back. I'm gonna use another lip bar liner, and this one is in Straight Outta Patience. It's an eyeliner. I do have small moles that are like raised, and so sometimes I'll kind of go back over them. And see, now you get to see the whole face. I'm made up, I'm done. I absolutely love this. This is my everyday kind of like I'm headed out makeup routine. This is not, of course, like a 5-minute routine. I don't have one of those. I am going to clean up my edges after this video. But this is what it is. This is how I do my makeup when I do my makeup. I like to keep it simple. I think that is super beautiful. Of course, I'm going to leave all of the products linked below. Let me know if you have any other questions. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.